let's get into the bold predictions because I kind of want to kick it off because I want to tie in the Flag Smashers and the U.S. Agent character. I'm just gonna say it. My bold prediction for the season is that the U.S. Agent character is actually the Flag Smashers super serum dude that jumps out of the Swiss bank.
Nice.
Let's talk about the super serum
real quick. Yeah. Why he needs to rob a bank when he's on a government contract, probably getting easy amounts of money and probably able to steal money? I don't know. He's just doing it. He's just doing it.
So, but Falcon's on the government contracts and he's struggling. So maybe the government
right.
doesn't
But
pay
like,
that much.
I feel like most movies point like when you're on a government position, it's easier for you to steal money if you have no morals. So why would you have to create this weird terrorist group? I don't know.
I don't think it's the same guy.
I think it's the same person. That's my bold prediction.
Well, but let's talk about the super serum stuff for a second, right?
A hot second.
Oh, I guess that's it.
Oh, yeah, you discussed it. Wow,
you
yeah.
had all that time.
Take your headsets off.
No, I think obviously the super serum formula is super important in the comics. It's obviously has an important place within the MCU. How do we think it's evolved over the years, and how is it being used? Remember, like there was a sense of like almost worthiness, right? Like that's depending on how you reacted. Like the reason it works for Steve Rogers so well is because he has a pure heart and all this other mumbo
baloney,
garbage or whatever. And the reason like it turned the
DNA.
Red Skull into like evil was because he was pure evil and maniacal.
That's the symbolism.
But then for a lot of other people, it kills them, right? So I'm interested to see.
Or it makes them crazy,
right? So like, has it evolved? Is it
makes them more aggressive?
Is this guy, if it is the U.S. agent Wyatt Russell's, Captain America replacement character, is he going to go crazy, or like, is there worthiness to him, or an
and let's also kind of just make one thing clear. We're as of right now, we don't know if U.S. agent has any kind of powers.
Correct.
We know he has a gun.
We are recklessly speculating.
We are very much recklessly speculating. In the comics, he does have like a half dose or something.
It would be
in comparison to like Captain America.
It would be hilarious if he doesn't have any powers in his first mission. He goes up against someone and just gets killed because he doesn't have any power.
Why would that be hilarious?
He's like pew 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 pew, and then he just gets wrecked.
To be fair, though, Captain America in the first
that'd be hilarious.
In the first movie, he does have a gun during World War II.
Sure,
yes.
he does.
He does use a gun, so.
But he got away from it.
I think it's kind of obvious. You have Baron Zemo, who knew about the Winter Soldier program, which was run and funded, or not run, but like they utilized some adaptation of the super soldier serum. So my theory, I think, when we saw like the final trailer was, Zemo has access to some serum, and he's the one behind the Flag Smashers.
Is that the worst name possible?
I mean, I like how they reference, like Sam is like, that is like the worst name of all time, but it's so bad, it's so childish. Like the Flag
we're gonna smash our flag.
Yeah.
But it makes sense though. Like if it does though, because if they're a group that wants no borders, right?
Yeah, but you could come up with a better name than Flag Smashers.
Come up with a better name right now.
Let's think here. The Flag Destroyers.
It still has flag in it. I think flag is the cause of the problem of the big group.
Or how about the anti-flaggers?
The line erasers.
Or how about anti-borders?
Yeah. Or how about masks without borders?
And you just call it the AB.
What if you just call them the FSs?
Why don't you just call
This
it
is kind of weird that we're trying to come up with terrorist names. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's just move on.
What's your episode 2 prediction?
So obviously my season long is, Super Agent Flag Smashers.
Nice.
My episode 2 bold prediction.
Ooh, I like this.
Bold
Come
prediction.
on, do it.
Super
Magneto.
bold is we're going to get a Luke Skywalker lever cameo.
Just leave. Just leave. Are you serious?
No, I'm going to say my bold prediction is going to be that Martin Freeman along with Sharon Carter both show up.
Cool.
It's going to be a cameo similar to like, we didn't actually touch on this, but similar to like rodeo. Similar to Rhodey's cameo during the shield ceremony where he's there observing. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Two very awesome actors together. Like, give me a Falcon and War Machine show. That'd be cool.
I mean, we are getting the War Machine show.
It's called
Iron Wars. No,
yes.
Wait, why would they not call the War Machine show War Machine when you've named all of your other shows after your character?
Because Iron Wars incorporates the Iron Legion and War Machine.
Because people complained about the shows being all named.
And then they do one different. And it's like, no, we can't do
War
it.
Machine, which by the way is a great name. I think for a show, we're gonna get rid of it.
Well, what's interesting
Right
is like
there.
Peggy,
That's where we
like
draw the line.
I believe Sharon Carter at one point is like one of the holders of the War Machine armor potentially. So it is interesting that Rhodey appeared, and Sharon's going to be in the show. Maybe there's something there. Like
My season prediction involves Sharon Carter.
okay, go ahead.
She
what is that?
is going to be the Black Cat. They're going to give her super soldier serum.
Cat.
Usually it's Felicia Hardy, right? Felicia Hardy is usually from the
That's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
I know.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's always Puderman. But I think
they're
they're going
the rights issues. Remember the Sony? And
Yeah,
the Marvel?
Sony still has rights to it, and
To
they would
Black
have to
Cat?
produce it.
Yeah, so
I think
they've worked
they're
out a
producing
deal.
a Black Cat movie.
Yeah, and
Sure,
they're going to work out.
It's a
Remember,
both.
if Sharon Carter is on the run from the CIA, right?
We don't know if she's on the run from the
yeah,
series.
yeah. Who,
We're
it doesn't
recklessly
matter.
speculating.
We're recklessly speculating. She had to turn to crime to make ends meet.
Was it
No,
reckless
Christian. I
speculation?
think Christian needs to make a different one
Why?
because this is like production. This is from a corporate standpoint. This is physically impossible
That's why
to
it's
happen.
bold. That's why it's bold.
But then he's giving up. He's copping out. This is a cop out. This is a cop out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll come back to Christian's. Think of a new one.
All
Or
right.
Juna, let's hear
That's
yours.
a season
happens.
prediction. Did you have an episode 2 prediction?
No, not yet.
Okay,
I have to
Juna,
go
go
with
ahead.
a new season one too.
Okay, my season prediction.
Everyone's like, "You stupid."
My season prediction is
Not you.
that the show will end with one of our 2 heroes dying.
Whoa.
That will
pretty
be
bold. It's
that
pretty
will
bold.
be Bucky. Bucky will pass on into the new world of death.
The new world of death. Because it never existed before.
But Bucky will die. They will complete his character arc. He will die, and it will be Falcon.
I would hope though, if he does die, he dies. I mean, if he
happy.
I can't imagine he will die with at peace, if you will, just because he's going into another battle again.
But
That's
it'll be the
depre-
last battle.
That's
to
depressing.
end
You
all
just
battles.
depressed me, asshole.
Yeah, I mean, but it makes sense. You gotta have
you gotta have
You gotta have some
consequences.
consequences, and
We've got a couple of great comments here from Sahara Not Sarah. Bucky will age up and hang out with Steve, and they will die together and have neighboring gravestones.
I mean, there's a huge section of Marvel fans that wanted Steve and Bucky to end up together just because they had their connection
And
They were friends.
in the grave.
sexually.
Oh.
June, do you have an episode 2 prediction?
Yes, my episode 2 prediction is not only will Zemo appear, but Zemo will actually appear as an ally.
Oh, that's
So here's my thinking, right? I don't
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of contenders of who the bad guys could be.
right.
And I think Zemo is not going to be like, "Oh, I'm the big bad,
the bad
pulling the
guy."
strings." Because even if you think back to like his
Sure.
character in Civil War, like he was one of those characters where like, yes, he did bad things, but you kind of understood like what he was doing, right? His family had died, and like he didn't see these people as heroes, and he wanted to expose that. Went about it in a horrible way.
But it worked.
But it did work, right? He actually was effective.
Super effective.
And as we saw at the end of Civil War, it's like, I finished my mission, and then he tried to commit suicide. Black Panther stops him and says, your story isn't done yet, or something along those lines.
I think he literally said your story isn't done yet.
Something like that, right?
Didn't say that, did he?
Yeah, we need you for more, right? So it feels like Zemo,
Still more character
Zemo in
development.
that point like had done what he was out to do. Like he had this sense of grief, and it just makes me think that it's been it's been like what Civil War takes place in 2018, 2017, 2018 within the timeline or whatever. And then there's been an extra 5 years. So it's been like somewhere between 6 and 8 years.
And we
since
don't know if
Civil
he was
War.
blinked out of existence
Exactly.
or not.
So he's had time potentially sit in jail to like
I'm gonna imagine he wasn't
confirm all of
blipped,
this. Yeah.
and that he's been just like sitting and chilling the entire time.
Yeah. And so I wonder how that's affected him, how he's changed. Like I just don't know. To me, it's just hard to see the stretch of him now going like full on villainy. Like he had this very
That's a good point.
selfish type of goal, and maybe now you're going to see some type of redemption in it.
Or he's pulling what's his name, Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal's character, where he's like, "Get away, kid! I gotta deal with this, but I'm really the bad guy." Sorry.
You sound like, for a second, you sounded like Morty.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
I'm the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy here. Like he forgot he's the bad guy. He's like helping. He feels really good. He's like, "Oh, I love this warm and happy." Wait a second. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Christian, did you figure it out yet?
Yes. I think my season prediction, my real one, I guess.
Real quick.
Even though I
Watch.
love my Black Panther.
Watch.
I
He's
did tell you my Black Cat
gonna
one.
be like. He's gonna connect DC somehow.
Zack Snyder will appear as.
No, I'm pretty sure it's obvious. Rick and Morty are making it. No. I think Black Panther will be some aspect of Wakanda, and Black Panther will appear this season because that's, I think, a pretty important part of Bucky's arc so far. He does have the line where the only time that he's known peace was that brief time in Wakanda, right? Between
And there's obviously a history within Civil War, right? Like the whole terrorist act that happens that T'Challa's father dies from is originally blamed on the Winter Soldier. Turns out not to be him.
Right.
Yep.
We know that also is directly tied to Zemo's character.
yeah,
So there's definitely some Wakandan.
And that's where
ties
Steve
there.
took him to rehab.
Yep. And he got his new arm.
Rehabilitate.
And that's where he got his new arm.
His new arm, his vibranium
yeah.
arm. So yeah, I think Black Panther is going to be Black Panther or Wakanda or both. Imagine if they revealed the new Black Panther in this show.
That would be pretty intense,
That'd be
but I would imagine
wild.
that they're
But
going
I'm
to...
sure
They
wanna
have to save that
Black
for the
Panther.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
If they even do name a new Black Panther.
Huh?
If they do even,
Right.
like name a new Black Panther.
Because
in the
remember,
movie.
that character...
The character is wait, Black Panther, the mantle or just the character?
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Yeah, right.
They're going to tie
the
that
mantle,
in.
though. That's what I'm saying. The new
mantle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe he meets the person who will become the next
Right.
Black Panther. Yeah, so maybe they train together. Or something.
Which she did work on his mind.
That's
On Bucky's mind.
That's
Boom.
true.
Oh shit! There we
That'd
go.
be kind of cool,
sure,
actually.
yeah.
That'd be a
That's
good, like...
good. There we go.
Would that be Luke Skywalker level cameo?
No.
Mark
It's not
Hamill
Luke
showing
level.
as older
Bucky.
as older Bucky is Luke level cameo. I now hope Sahara's prediction of him aging up happens because then they can have Mark Hamill as old man Bucky. Please make that happen.
And then, Christian, do you have an episode 2 prediction?
No, but I'm gonna come up with it right now. The episode 2 prediction is thus: Bucky and Sam will have a battle in the next episode.
Like they fight each other?
They fight each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's sparring or
Words.
No. It'll be a physical.
Chess.
It'll be a physical fight. Vibranium arm versus. What are his wings made out of?
Military.
Just military grade wings.
Well, they say there's some Stark influence potentially in there from their Avengers days.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
Stark
think
tech.
there's a line in there. It's like you got your Stark toys or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that
But
was
there you
Tony's
go.
big
They-
thing
those
too,
two
was
will
to
fight.
upgrade everybody, right?
and give
So-
them the logos.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Patches.
Maybe actually they're gonna arm wrestle.
They're gonna armor. That's your bold prediction.
They're gonna arm wrestle, yeah. Because they're two guys who didn't get along at first, and then they end up being bros, right?
Well, kind of.
Kind of.
I would not say they get along still.
Yeah, the fact that Sam texts him though, I think is telling. Even though they don't traditionally
It
get
could
along.
be that he owes him money.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Maybe like
and then
right
they arm
after
wrestle for
the
it.
final battle, right?
And
They
I
like got sandwiches or something, and he's like, "Oh, I don't have any money on me."
Yeah.
And like Sam's like, "All right, I got you," and then he never paid him back.
And it's not just an arm wrestle. There'll be a really corny joke in there where Sam would be like, "And not with your vibranium arm. Like you have to do the other arm." Like Sam will put his metal arm up.
Yeah.
And Sam would be like, "No, your other arm."
For a bold
Doofus.
prediction that you just clearly bullshitted,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.